bit sketchy. Good morning. So actually I'm still in Torridon today. It's actually the day after last week's video, which I'll put a link into up there. Now, I have changed my mind so many times this morning as to what I'm going to do. I say to myself I'm going to keep flexible, but this is a little ridiculous. So it's still a little windy, but not as bad as yesterday. Conditions this morning are not bad. I mean, it's not raining, it's the clouds are fairly high. I was thinking about staying down in this little wooded area here, looking, there's some nice pine trees, some old growth pine trees, and there's also a nice coastal walk just along the coast there. But the tops of these mountains are calling me, and I think while in Scotland I really want to get up the top there, and this might be my only chance. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up one of the slightly smaller ones, Beinn Alligin, which is actually behind me here, up in the distance. It's a little cloud up there on the top, but it keeps coming and going. And I think if I get up there I might get some photographs anyway. So it's never going to be brilliant. The light is still very overcast and flat. But every now and again there's a little pocket of sunshine, so you never know. Anyway, as we said yesterday or last week, it's often the journey that's the best part. So I'm going to take my time, head up there and see how we get on. Okay, so I've reached the base of Beinn Alligin, and literally the path goes straight up from here. In fact, if I turn around, it goes just about vertical up there. So that gets up and over the horns, which is where a bit of scrambling is. And I want to get that out of the way as soon as possible, just in case the cloud comes down again. I don't want to get caught up there in the mist and the fog. So anyway, I've stopped here to take a layer of clothing off before the serious climb. But I wanted to point out, we have the sea down there, and then all the way around there, that's the path that goes around Leotach. So this is Leotach again here, and I was on the far end of that last night. So once again, it's a beautiful desolate place, but you can see I've climbed from literally sea level, and the top here is about 1,100 meters, so that's just about 3,500 feet of climbing. And then of course there's a little up and down before you get back over the other side, and it's a nice loop circuit. So anyway, I better get on, take the hat off, layer of clothing and start climbing. Well, as you can see down below there, I'm getting swallowed up by the cloud. Not quite sure why, because over there to the east it seems some of the peaks are still clear, but the more as time goes by, the lower this cloud seems to be getting. So I'm most of the way up the first of the horns here, only a little way to go. So I'm going to keep going and hopefully get round the ridges and up and over before it gets too bad. It's certainly not happening what was the case yesterday, where it seemed to improve as the day went on and only settled down towards the evening. So bit of a shame again, but it might be because the wind has changed direction now. It's coming in off the Atlantic, so that's from the northwest, whereas yesterday it was the northeast. Anyway, we'll keep going and get up to the top and see if we can see anything. The views so far have been fantastic, but we might not get anything from the top. We'll just have to see. Bit sketchy. Okay, we've got a very nice ridge here. Can't see anything either way, which sometimes is a good thing. Anyway, gonna probably put the camera away again, scramble over this last bit, and hopefully that's the last of the horns. That's us up and over the horns, as it were. Next destination is the first munro. I'll have to check on the map what the name of it is, but I'll let you know when we get to the top. But that's what we just came down. That's the back side of the horn. The first little one there, and then up higher, just in the edge of the mist, there is the highest of the horns. But now that we're down at this level again, we can see below the cloud, see into the back, and see the lochans and the wilderness down there. Unfortunately, can't see out to the sea. It's just too clouded in. But on the other side over here, you've got the whole bowl all the way around. So we're right in the middle at the moment, and that down there is Torridon, and looking over towards Shieldig on the far side. Spectacular. Just wish there was a bit more of a view up top, but I'm not complaining. It's not raining, just a little bit low cloud, that's all. Anyway, see you in the top. Alright, made it. So this is Skermore, which I believe is the first of the 2 munroes today. It's quite amazing actually, because the whole of this slope down here is covered in moss. Very different from the scrambling that I was doing a little earlier there. Anyway, it's about lunchtime, but I think I'll get down off of here before I have a bite to eat, make my way over to the second munro and then head home. But this should be the midpoint walking wise, but obviously I've done all the most of the climbing. So anyway, I'm gonna get down off here. It's a bit wild and windy. So when you're actually way down the bottom, just starting out on this hike, you can see the scar that cuts through the middle of Beinn Alligin. I guess we're standing right on the top of it here. I didn't really expect to see this, and actually when you're coming down off Skermore, you got to be very careful, because if you don't hang a right, you're going straight off the edge there. So it's just as well you got good visibility, or at least there's a good track to follow. Amazing stuff. So that's it. That's the second munro. This one is called Torridon, I think it was. I think it's actually the highest point as well. So, but it's an easy trek back down from here, and not much distance at all. So probably less than an hour or something like that, all the way back down to the car. So as you can see, I'm still completely sucked in here. No views at all, although every now and again there's a wee patch of sunshine, and it opens up and you can see down to Torridon. But I think once I get down below the cloud level, I might get some views again. But so far no photographs, and from that perspective it hasn't been a great day, but it's been the most wonderful of walks. And yeah, those 3 horns certainly got my heart racing. Best bit of scrambling I've probably done in quite a while. Probably getting soft living over there in America. But no, it's been fantastic, really great. But now I've got to head down. I've got an appointment back at my parents' house. My elder brother, who's John, he's a bit of a fisherman, and he's promised to put trout on the table today, fresh caught trout from the River Spey. So I've got to get back for that. And yeah, should be in plenty of time. So anyway, that's me for today. I'll sign out, and we'll catch you again next week. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye for now.